took my time to tour the whole 16 local governments and see the progress we have made so far in Ekiti State. So I am always available at Ekiti State anytime, any day.
When you say you tour Ekiti State, what is the purpose of your touring of all parts of Ekiti State when you are around?
First of all, I acknowledge the state government for the impact they are putting toward development of the state. I told the 16 local governments to know what is going on, what we have achieved so far under this present regime of Governor Oyebanji, which I've seen a lot, and I still see some lapses that have not been covered. That was the first important thing I came for. And secondly, the political era of today in Ekiti State. I met with some leaders, some citizens of this community of this state, of this great state, and interviewed them to have some interaction with them to know what is going on, what are they lacking, what did they want the government to do for them.
Are you a politician? If not, what do you do?
I'm not a politician. I am a political analyst based in Ibadan, your state capital.
The Ekiti public will want to know what exactly you do in Ibadan as of today.
As of today, I am a political writer. I'm a writer, I publish, and I'm also a blogger.
Okay. Now, in summary, what is your present position on the way towards Ekiti 2026 governorship election? Where do you belong? What is your observation?
Thank you very much. I belong to the people of Ekiti State. I speak the arts of the great people of Ekiti State. That's my first answer there. Secondly, I belong to the dispensation that will give Ekiti State a brighter future, neither from any of the political party, neither APC, PDP, or any other party that comes out. But the credibility of every candidate matters most in the forthcoming election, and I will want the electorate to focus and study well what they want for themselves and the generation coming.
Now let's look at it. The incumbent administration is being endorsed for a second term. Are you on the same page with that endorsement?
Actually, I would say Governor Oyebanji has put up the best effort he can, but I will not support the endorsement of the governor by so many political groups and so many voluntary organizations. I believe it's been sponsored. If he is willingly to contest and win the election and win the act of the people, we don't need to endorse. We don't need to endorse every day by day. At least one endorsement is enough to claim he's the governor of the people. He has won the act of the people. But with this, I think this organization is just wasting the state fund unnecessarily for self-appraisal and self-achievements.
Leaders of the APC that the governor belongs to from all 3 senatorial districts of the state have come out to say he is endorsed. We have seen even a former governor from another party saying he is endorsed. We have seen different sectors of the society, even urbans, labor leaders, pensioners are saying he is endorsed for a second term. Members of the Senate, of the House of Reps, all from Ekiti State, are saying he is endorsed. What is left?
So many things is left behind that we did not understand in Ekiti State today. 90% of people endorsing Governor Oyebanji for second time has achieved for the personal aim in this government. And if I should come closely, let's talk about the NAS first. We said the old NAS, the old senators and House of Rep member endorsed him. Do you know that 70% of these NAS members want to return to the Senate and House of Rep? They are looking for opportunity to secure their own second time or third time tickets. That is for the part of the Senate and the NAS, which is the endorsement is being sponsored to achieve their own personal aim, not for the people's choice. So if I will go to our traditional rulers, in our constitution, our traditional ruler does not have the assets or rights to declare their support for any governor, any political office holder. So if I will talk about that, I respect the KBACs, the chiefs that endorsed him, that is a personal issue. It's a personal interest to them. They are not speaking the voice of the people of Ekiti State. They are speaking for their own personal interest. So to the people, to the organizations that endorsed him, like the BAO work I used to watch, so 90% of people endorsing him are expecting something back, not for the goodwill and not from the good heart to support the great Ekiti tomorrow.
Beyond the endorsement, are you saying BAO doesn't deserve a second term? And if he doesn't deserve a second term, on what basis would you say he doesn't deserve it?
Thank you very much, sir. BAO, as a governor, I will openly say it. I don't criticize the government, but I will say this: if the people think it deserves the second time, let them go to the drawing board. Let's start from the primary election. Don't intimidate anybody. Make it a free and fair. So decide what you want within your caucus. Let the opposition decide. That is one. Two, I will also say BAO has underperformed in Ekiti State. I went to the 16 local government of Ekiti State. Let me talk about the Ikundari farm. Why is it that it's only when the governor visited the Ikundari farm that we always see milk? But when we, the citizens of the state, visit the dairy farm, we see nothing. We smell not even a drop of milk. I have went to so many stores in Ado, so many stores within Ekiti State, within Oyo State, within Lagos State, within Ogun State. I have never for a day met Ikundari milk in any of these stores. Where are they putting the products they produced? Who are they buying it? Who are they selling it to? That is one of the failures we are facing in Ekiti State. And we spend billions of naira on that project, which I think we need the governor to come out and give us the way and present the way he spent the money. How does the money work and what have they achieved in the past 1.5 years? The investment have been created. That's one. Two, the bridge we are constructing, I think it's 30-kilometer bridge for the past 3 years, which I see the FCT minister who just spent 2 years has built more than 2 of that in just a decade of 2 years. That's another failure in Ekiti State. And the 4 corners that enter Ekiti State, which is the federal road, I will talk about that also. It's pain me that it's a pain to my heart and to the great people of Ekiti State that we don't have a good road that enters from interstate in Ekiti State, and we have a governor of the state that earns billions of naira. Aside paying the salary of the workers and the areas, Ekiti has been failed by the present administration. Our educational sector is falling every day. Imagine a state university is paying close to ₦1 million for tuition fee. I find it to be difficult to understand what we are facing in Ekiti State. That's one. I'm very sorry to say this. Look at Afe Babalola route to Federal Poly Ado Ekiti. It's a dangerous road that leads to so many deaths and accidental issues. For the past 3 years, we had nothing about it. I personally wrote like 4 different letters to the House Assembly and directed to the office of the state governor. Nothing has been done. Let's go back to the poultry we had in Ekiti State. I read about it. I went there personally, the one in Adoye, the one at Ikole, I went there personally. I'm so sad to see propaganda and lies have taken over Ekiti State politics. We have not achieved in Ekiti in the past 3 years. we only flag off and forget about the project. Are Wurukoye Road, another dangerous way for us to pass. Insecurity in Ekiti State for the past 2 weeks now, every daily basis we lost a car. Let me just put it as a car to robbery, to thieves around. What our security officers are personally doing. Appointments of people from different zones. I have never had where there is appointment on mobilization before. I had it on this BAO administration. No. So sad. So sad for the great people of Ekiti State. An average Ekiti State civil service worker today can't avoid 3 square meal aside saying paying of the salary. Yes. 1,000 units of housing that was flagged off last year, October 26. Do we add anything about it again? No. Ekiti has been ruled by failure, lies, and propaganda. I don't think Governor BAO deserves second time with everything I've seen so far. You don't need to buy political opposition to yourself. Your work will speak for you. The people of Ekiti will willingly vote for you if you are good to them. We can still talk about Governor Segun today. Every system of government enjoy the man. Enjoy. He is the best governor so far Ekiti has ever produced. And I pray God will strengthen him, give him more long life and prosperity to see the future of Ekiti State. Thank you very much.
And now, when you say BAO has underperformed, and you have pointed out at certain areas of his failure, the party leaders, the government itself speaks about a number of things they have been doing in the area of farming, bringing youth to the farm, and empowerment in different areas. They've also spoken about road constructions within Ado and in rural areas. Apart from the flyover, the government also speaks about its achievements in unifying all past leaders of the state. Are these not sufficient achievements to praise the administration for?
Thank you very much, sir. Unifying the leaders, you are only making them feel important among themselves. That's one. Two, I will still go back to where he lacks so many things. You mentioned only Ado. We have 16 local governments in Ekiti State. Even the Ado we are talking about, they only flag off some roads. It was not done. So many projects. The likes of Ekiti has nothing to show for in the past 30 years of this government. Yes, I'm proud to see that. Isemure, which we have our NYC camp, have been in total blackout for the past 1.5 years. Imagine a governor of a state saying you don't know Isemure does not have electricity power supply. Who are you ruling over? That is the main question. What are your appointees doing? That's another question. Ilejemeje, which is my local government, I am proud to say it. Forget about political dispensation and anything. They don't have anything to point out. The Ido-Sikpere road, the Ido-Sikpere-Ludo road that was approved is just abandoned there. I went there to do the video, I was shaking my head. But when I asked the people in charge, what have you achieved in this government, they send you pictures. If you ask 20 people, they will send you the same pictures, which means the government is based on propaganda, lies, and intimidating the hearts, the trust the people of Ekiti have for them. Go to Ido-Sikole road. Is nothing to write to me about. He is only empowering and stomach infrastructuring the leaders of the party and the ex-governors, ex-servicemen in Ekiti State.
People of the fountain.